Good evening, everyone. Today we are privileged to have Miss Jacqueline ma'am with us as a accomplished with a purchase engineer from CRI Prams. Ma'am, thank you for taking the time to join with us with this interview, ma'am. Ma'am, could you please share a brief introduction about yourself, ma'am?
So I'm Jacqueline. So I'm a graduated engineer in ECE. So I have 3 years experience in this engineering field where I work as a purchase engineer currently in CRI pumps.
Thank you, ma'am.
So, yeah. Yes, hi, you can ask any questions to me so that I can able to give you an answers.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
Why are you interested in the role of a purchase engineer, ma'am?
So actually my aim was to take as a design engineer, but when got into the field, right, for ECE, it was clear that they need a design engineer to have an experience in embedded as well as IoT at the time of my education. One second. Yes. So at the time of purchase engineer, it was a very challenging field. Day to day, the prices varies with the raw materials. So purchase is the base of a company, the manufacturing unit. So from where the company sells the product, the equal share will be shared to the purchase of the product which we are buying. So we have to be an extra careful. We have to be good in negotiations. We have to be good with the qualities which we are going to give to our companies. So it's little bit challenging field. So that's the reason I took purchase. Vishnupriya, have you got the answer?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, tell us about a time you solved a problem creativity.
Problem?
Problem creativity.
Can you repeat your question? Your voice is not that much audible.
Tell us about a time solved a problem creativity.
Okay. So I can share the problem which I have handled in my company.
Okay, ma'am.
So there we was about to dispatch a particular product to a customer. So the whole product will have some child parts in it, so that about 8 to 9 components will be combining as a single product. So in that particular 8 to 9 items, whereas one particular item will have a lead time. Lead time means the readiness of the material will be getting ready within 6 to 8 weeks. Whereas we have given the lead time for our particular product is like 20 to 21 days, which is actually 4 weeks, around 4 weeks. So our customer asked the product within 4 weeks, whereas we had an issue that one of the particular item in that particular product will contain 6 to 8 weeks. So it is maximum 60 days. That means 2 months. So at the time, we actually spoke with several dealers and we asked the manufacturer to reduce the particular period of time. We had a special permission, and we spoke with him to make the material readily available within 3 days. So we took the responsibility. So we spoke with the managing director of the manufacturer, and we got the material ready, and we handled the situation calmly and arranged the delivery within 20 to 21 days, and we delivered to the same to our customer. So timely decisions was taken, and within we didn't take much time to take decisions. We reacted immediately. So that's the reason where we could solve the problem as much faster as fast. Vishalni, your voice is not.
Vishalni
Your
from
voice is,
second
yeah,
ECE. So
yes.
manage your ma'am.
Yeah, tell me.
So how do you manage your time when you handle multiple tasking, ma'am?
So yeah, nice question. Hmm. We used to have multiple works. There will be a regular order of works in our daily life, and we used to have some other works which will be like an intermediate, like 2 hours. So I will be scheduling when I reach the office. The first 10 minutes I will be once I switch on my computer, switch on my system. I will take 10 minutes of my time to think, and I will note it down in my system or note it down in my diary to what are all the things that I need to do today on priority basis. So on that basis I will complete my priority task within an hour, and I will make it up a follow up, and then I will continue my regular works. So I will try to complete my regular works in first half of the shift. In second half of the shift, I will try to do the works which I need to complete by tomorrow, or I will start the work which I need to do for the next day, so that I will make my next day easier. So that's how I split it up.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Good evening, ma'am. I am Jepsika Sam, currently pursuing my UG in Electronics and Communication Engineering at SNS College of Engineering. Ma'am, my question, what experience do you have in this field, ma'am?
So I completed my education in 2020. So currently I have 3.5 years experience in procurement engineering. So I'm an electronics and communication engineering graduate. So I do procure engineer. I work as a procurement engineering only in electronics. There are various fields like mechanical engineering and mechanical procurement engineering and electronics. So currently I work with R&D as well as regular procurement of electronics purchase.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Hi, ma'am. I'm Logan and I'm currently pursuing my UG EPC at SS College of Engineering, ma'am. My question is,
Okay.
what kind of skills expected from freshers, ma'am?
What?
What kind of skills are expected from freshers, ma'am?
Okay. What kind of skills are expected from freshers? Okay. So see, it depends upon the interviewer. So if the company was about to interview for design, they think that at least they need the basics of designs, basic of your core subjects to be very strong. For example, what is your core subjects? You're like embedded, DSP, VLSA, right?
Yes.
In future you will be having embedded, VLSA, DSP. So embedded and VLSA are the base core subjects. So they think that you have to be strong in both these things for the basic level. So some of the times, no, while you guys, when you attend the interviews, so you will be just taking the sample questions from everyone, everywhere, and you will be getting ready for it. So they don't ask the questions. They used to think that how come. So you will have like a lab for embedded, right? Do you know circuit breaking?
Yes, ma'am, we do. Actually, second years are into that, ma'am, but first years they are not into that.
Okay, okay. So this is the reason. So they used to have circuit breaking skills. So they used to think that you must have circuit breaking skills. So circuit breaking skill is like if you have some serial connections over it, if they ask to do the parallel connections, or if the circuit is not working, you need to find out where the circuit has a mistake, and you need to correct it immediately. So that sort of connections you must have, which side of positivity and which side of negativity of an item or a resistor or a capacitor which contains, how the connections are given. So these level of basic questions you have to be very strong when it comes to core. So those kind of things they used to ask. When you're going for IT, basically they would like ask for C++ basics. And side by side you have to interact with the recent technologies. So nowadays the recent technologies are AI, right? So AI has a major part in electronics and communication engineering. You need to have a knowledge of AI, IoT. I hope these two things, when I studied, these two things are not into our daily life studies. So now I don't know whether these subjects are involved in your basic level of engineering. I don't know whether it is you have or not, but at least you have to know this knowledge, because nowadays every companies are asking about AI, IoT, so they need to have the knowledge about that. So just grab some knowledge of those side by side. So these will be helpful when you try to attend an interview.
Okay, thank you.
Is there any other question?
No, ma'am, we are completely okay with this, ma'am.
Okay.
On your voice is okay, ma'am. Thank you for spending your time, valuable time. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank